Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Let's get ready to rock and roll. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, you better ask somebody. Talk to a licensed financial advisor. With that being said, hope everybody had a blessed evening. I woke up with a little bit of a sore throat. But man, that CPI report came out this morning, and the Nasdaq and the E-mini took off like a rocket ship. So what I've done is I've got my leaderboard. If you're not familiar, or if this is the first time that you're joining us, we're showcasing the AI Auto Trader. These are fully automated strategies that run in NinjaTrader 8. And once they're enabled, they will execute and manage the positions for you. All of my charts do have the chart indicators that the system leverages. So if I wanted to take a discretionary trade, I always have that ability. The system is currently trading the futures, index equities, crude oil, and gold. So 6 different instruments. Yeah, wow, that CPI report, man, what a great report, huh? Great reaction. But we're trading a really diversified portfolio of strategies, 6 different instruments. We begin trading them in the middle of the night. And when we're ready to begin at the market open, we have what we call our leaderboard. Our leaderboard. And these are the bots that have risen to the top of our leaderboard this morning. And those are the ones that we kind of key in on. So what I've done is I have a trade copier with my top 4 or 5 strategies on my leaderboard. And with the click of a mouse, I can connect all of my Apex accounts to my top bots using a trade copier. I'll tell you, gold. I've been watching gold in the mornings, and pre-market, it has just been on fire. The volatility is just incredible. Big swings up and down. We've got a strategy that's running on a 2-unit Renko. My top strategy so far today is this scalper drone. And I'm just going to watch it take one trade. And I might just go ahead. Normally I like to wait until about 10 o'clock. But this one's been on fire this morning. This scalper drone is already up $1,600 or $1,835 realized. And we're in another winner here. George, I'm using, it's from Affordable Indicators. I use Affordable Indicators. I think they call it the duplicate accounts. There goes that NQ scalper. Now I have within the strategy parameters the ability to set a daily profit or a daily loss limit. So if I'm up $4 or $5 or $800, or in this case, this strategy's up $1,800, I probably wouldn't be taking any more trades. I'd probably set my daily profit target. I'm happy with 500. Anything 500 or above, I'm really happy with. So I would stop trading there, and try to do the same thing again tomorrow. So let's go ahead and let's connect this drone. since it's on such a nice win streak. And my 30 range on my ES, the CPI report came out at 8:30 this morning, which was right in line with what they were expecting. And the Feds next week are meeting, and they're anticipating another interest rate cut, which is what I believe is all the excitement is about. Here's that gold drone I was talking about. This gold strategy is leveraging a 2-unit Renko. And with the volatility we've been seeing in gold, this one pre-market has just been crushing it. Good morning, Marcia. Good morning, RJ. Made 1,700, RJ. Yes, that ES Star caught that entry, man. Caught that entry right after that CPI report. I watched it. Caught a beauty. Long. So I just got into this trade here. We've got some upside resistance. But who knows? This thing's just been taking off ever since 8:30 this morning. This strategy, the data series in the strategy is actually an 8-unit Renko. That's what the strategy is looking at. The chart is really mainly for our own visual enjoyment. Look at gold shooting up. Good morning, Mr. Al Newer. Mr. Kasem, good to see you, sir. God bless you. Good morning, Dr. Ken. God bless. Peter Fusco. We've got some strategies lighting it up this morning. Keeping an eye on my number 1 and 2 is the NQ Scalper and the NQ Steven. Steven's up top, Scalper on the bottom. Nice, Silas. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this bounce to the upside. Well, we hit our first profit target, so we're in this trade now with no risk, with the potential to have this trade keep running for us to the upside. Hit our first profit target, and we've got a 50-tick trailing stop. Really nice volume. The counter that you see on the bottom right of my chart are how many contracts per minute are crossing. Anything over 1,000 on the NASDAQ is sufficient, is good. We have a chance to get some nice follow through. We got into the trade nice and tight to the 50 on a market that's trending up. So we're riding the trend that these institutions are creating. And we just need to break this upside support resistance, and then we may have some running room. Now this is a system that can be traded on the minis or the micros. This morning I was watching Mark Miller. Had a beautiful trade, a long trade. Got into that entry right at the CPI report release, and he was trading 5 micros. It was a monster. My goodness. Come on, keep pushing up. Let's go. Okay, took us out. Steven Drone is still in it. Oh, it got out on a line change. Okay. Nice trade, Silas. Beautiful long setup on the E-mini. Oh, you can see we're up above the VWAP. The VWAP is that yellow dotted line on my chart. Here we go again. Another long entry. Want to get that first profit target out. We get that first profit target out, we could do a sigh of relief. We could quit holding our breath, because then we're in the trade with no risk, and that's a much better feeling. Okay, now we can breathe easy. Bam, we're taking off. Break right through. You can see on my trade copier, I'm copying in my Apex accounts the trade that's being taken on my SIM account. If I want to close the trade at any time, I could click this red X and get out and take profits. So if I'm happy with 500, that put me at 445. So that's about where my profit goal is for the day. About $400 or $500, and I'm happy. One of my biggest weaknesses as a trader is getting out too early, and this trade proves to just leave it alone because it's a monster. We break through here, this thing could go to the moon. Look at the ES30 all the way. Another really nice thing about the system is you can manually, if I'm a tick or two away from my profit target, I'm bringing my stop up. I'm not going to risk more than I have the potential to win. I'm only a tick or two away on this, so I could drag my stop up and just risk as much as I have the potential to make. So you're always in control with this. I'm just sick I closed that trade, but it is what it is. I'm happy with $400 or $500. But this is this market is just taken off. This one could go all the way. Yes, agreed. RJ, you hit the nail on the head. I was doing a screen share, I think it was with Abdu, with one of our members, and we were looking at the days of the week. There was a huge spike on Tuesdays at 8:30 on that ES30 range. When those news reports come out, those economic news reports come out, that ES30 just crushes it. Man, look at this trade, and I closed it early like a dummy. 3,500, and boom, it's right back in. Now, remember, I'm doing this to demonstrate the system and how powerful it is, but if we were up $3,500 for the day, we would probably disable it and call it a day, but we're going to let it run and see how much money it can run up. We're not going to stop it. I took $400 or $500 and I stopped. Okay, the ES30 hit. It got our first target. It's 100 tick first target on that E-mini. So that E-mini is up $1,250 on one trade. One trade. That ES30. We're in all kinds of green positions here. Our ES 5 minute is in on another long trade. ES30 star. I have another sim account on an ES30. So ES long still in. We are long the NASDAQ as well. The market's in an overbought environment here, to say the least. So we're just cautious about a big retracement here, back to the 50. Let's bring our 30 range back up. great observation, RJ. That's what it takes, man. You know, learn these bots when you're running them. Learn the nuances. Man. That's how you're going to be successful with this. I was looking this morning, just as an example. I was looking at the Haymaker. The Haymaker is one of my favorite strategies. The Haymaker, we run our drones. Every one of our bots runs in tandem with a drone. The drone is running 23 hours, telling the bot the best times of the day to trade. They share a database. The bot is going to dynamically change the trading hour inputs based on historical performance that the drone is sharing with the bot. Anyway, to make a long story short, you could see in the month of December, my Haymaker between 9:30 and 11:30 crushes it. It crushes it between 9:30 and 11:30. So my bot is only going to trade during those hours of the day. The drone is going to continue to trade, Mark says, like a drunken sailor, 23 hours a day. The bot will only trade during the most profitable trading session hours. So I like to look and see what time of the day each ones are performing the best, or even what day of the week they're performing the best. We could change this to daily, and we could see historically how they do on each day of the week. Yeah, but you're right, RJ. NinjaTrader has a really powerful backtesting metric with their strategy analyzer. That scalper is still going to town. I saw we got stopped out on our first profit target, but our second one is running. Again. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to look and see how my stocks are doing. Oh, nice. Okay. NVIDIA has been the gift that keeps giving. Having a strong day again today. Well, yesterday it was down. Today it's back nicely. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Back in on our gold runner. This has been an exciting strategy to watch. Steve C, the Cherry Man, shared that gold scalper with us. And let me tell you, that gold scalper, there's hours of the day that thing is unstoppable. It seems like every morning when I come to my desk here at about 7:30 or 8 o'clock, that strategy is always up about $1,000 at that time. So overnight, between overnight and 7 or 7:30, that thing is, I'm telling you, is just crushing it. These are my open positions right here. You can see I'm still long the E-mini. I'm long gold. Scalper drone up 36.15. After commissions 33.80. Look at that move up, will you? Just to put this into perspective, the bars, the candlesticks on this chart are 20 Unorenko. What that means is every bar, every new bar in the direction of the trend is 20 ticks. So if you count it, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400, 420, 440, 460, 480, 500. This move, my goodness gracious, it's up over 1,000 points, 1,000 ticks, excuse me. So this move is a lot bigger than it appears. These are really big candlesticks. These aren't a 2 Unorenko. This is a 20 Unorenko. So that's just a huge move up. Our system really liked it. We're still in the ES move on the 5-minute. I love that profit window, AJ. I love that profit window. What he's talking about with the profit window is in the strategy parameters. These are my available strategies. I'm going to select the AI Auto Trader P. We have some really unique ways to manage our positions. We've coded right into, hard-coded into the strategy an ATM. We don't use NinjaTrader's ATM. So hard-coded in is what we call our profit window. And what that means is we can go for a very ambitious profit target. Let's just use round numbers and say our profit target is 100 ticks. And we're only risking a 1 contract. Well, if price goes within 10 ticks of our profit target, we have this profit window of 10 ticks. So that means the trade is plus 90. So what's going to happen is automatically your stop is going to fly up to 10 ticks behind price. We're never going to risk more than we have the potential to make when we're that close to the profit target. It's always heartbreaking to see a trade mature and you're up $500, $600, $700, and only to see it come back, and you break even or get two ticks on the trade. So it's a really nice way to lock in profits. We also have a trailing stop that we can configure. We have a break even plus or minus. If we want to go to break even on this trade at, say, 30 ticks, and we want to lock in 10 ticks of profit, once it goes 30, we've locked in 10 ticks. If it goes 90, we're going to lock in 80 ticks with that profit window. So it allows us to take a couple of legs of profit on a 1 contract strategy. So yeah, I really like, there's an old saying, don't be a blank over a tick. What they're referring to is, the thing is, 1 tick from your profit target and you don't want to close the trade, and then it comes all the way back. And like Peter Fusco says, gives you a poke in the eye. And, you were a blank over a tick. So that protects that. Man, this scalper's right back in. Let's see if we can get a daily record. We were due for a day like this. Let me tell you, the trading's been kind of rugged. I was talking to David Wise, and Monday and Tuesday, he was telling me the best thing to do is just sit on your hands on a 30 range bar on the E-mini. The whole session, it was like 15 bars. There was just no volatility. It kept looking like it was going to dip, but it would pull back. Gold is in again. Look at this gold. This gold has a trailing stop and it will trail it to the moon. There's no defined profit target on that gold trade. It'll just keep running until it stops out, comes back 20 ticks. Got the 1-2 punch today. Gold, NASDAQ, the 1-2-3. We got the E-mini. Gold and the NASDAQ all putting up big numbers. Nice trade, Rao. Exactly, Charles. You know the saying. $13.60 on that gold. The 2 Unorenco on gold. Let's take a look at the 5-minute on the E-mini. It's the 5-minute cash register drone. Yes, 5-minute. Signal A. Cash register drone. Or is it the signal B? Yeah, signal B. So this strategy looks like it's already locked in. One leg of profits. So our stop is very tight right now because it just jumped up. Here we go, back in on gold. Gold is up to $27.42 an ounce. Whoa, you see that? Oh my goodness, that thing just took right off of my screen. Big volume on gold. Look at that, 2,000 contracts a minute. That's huge. Huge on gold. Man, they're really playing gold. I want to invite everybody to a live presentation this afternoon at 1 o'clock. We're going to do a deep dive into the AI auto trader. I'll be explaining what makes it tick, showcasing the top strategies for the month. Boy, this gold, this thing is on a tear. See if we can get through this resistance on the NASDAQ and gold. We break through, we got some real running room. Bouncing off the 15. Man, look at this market. Holy moly. Huge volume, huge volume. NASDAQ just under 4,000 contracts a minute. E-mini just under 7,000 contracts a minute. And gold, about 2,000 contracts a minute on gold. Very rarely do you see that. Let me tell you, this NASDAQ scalper, if it breaks this area of resistance, man, this thing could go all the way for a full winner. It's going to retest it. Will do, Duke. Thank you for reminding me. Getting so excited watching the market, I forgot all about that. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if we get this pop. We get this break. We need 3/4 of this candle body to break this pivot. If we do, it's close. New one just formed. There's a lot of sellers sitting right there. There we go. Bam. Just popped through. This one has a chance to go all the way. Yeah, great trading today is right. And the AI is just crushing it today. I'm going to drop the link in right now. I'm just glued to the screen here. I'm sorry. I'm going to drop it right now. Okay, I've got the link now. That link there, we're going to do a deep dive on the AI Auto Trader. And we're going to take a look under the hood, answer questions, go over the performance. And we've got a very special holiday offer. If you're not already a member, we're going to give you a really nice opportunity to come aboard. 4,300. 4,300 on the scalper. Mark Miller, I'm coming after your record, sir. Here goes gold again. With that CPI report, I think there's some excitement about interest rate cuts coming. I know Jerome Powell and his crew are meeting next week. Got quite a few strategies, just crushing it today. Loving this environment. Loving it. Been getting really good volume on gold. Spoke with a trader last night, Mark. Mark, I hope you're joining us today, listening, checking the system out. Mark was mentioned that he was a trader for a while with stocks and options, and was intrigued by the AI Auto Trader. And we invited him in to take a look. And today at 1 o'clock, Mark, we're doing a live webinar. If you click on that link and register, even if you can't make it, please register. I want to send you the replay. If you can't make it live, don't worry. That won't prevent you from seeing it. Go ahead and register. We'll send you a replay. Here we go. To the moon, scalper. Coming after that record, Mark. Single day record, I think, is what? 4,300, 4,500? Is asking, it's asking you for a session ID. I hope I put the right link in. Let me see. Oh, I don't see that. You might want to try a different browser. When I click it, it's just a regular registration page. And more professional traders are relying on AI automation. It just doesn't make those human bonehead mistakes that we do. Those rules for entries, aka the conditions in the strategy parameters, these bots never break their own rules. They're emotion free. They don't slip on banana peels like I do. Nice, Marcy. Hey, Rao, I was hoping to send you an email. Will you do me a favor, Rao? Send me an email to support@rightlinetrading.com. Support@rightlinetrading.com. Send me an email. I've got something for you that I want to share with you. Support@rightlinetrading.com. If you'll please send me an email, Rao. Here we go. Man, it's loving this signal C entry. The signal C entry is a retracement back to the 50, a pull back and go. The trigger is right about the 52% line of that oscillator. And this trading environment with this big trend up, that signal C entry is just, it's lighting it up on the NASDAQ on an 8U. It's the perfect storm. Thank you, Rao. Appreciate that. Come on, let's go. We're going after this record. Okay, that ES 5-minute is up 450. Maybe this is the big retracement. Let's see. Gold back in short. Look at this gold chart. This is unbelievable. Look at that gold chart, will you? Now, granted, this is a 2 Unarenko. This is from 940. The left edge of my chart's at 940, and we're at 1018. This is why I always say in a volatile market, if you're loading Unarenko bars on your chart, just load about 1,500 bars. This is 1 hour. Not even. It's 45 minutes. Imagine if you're loading 10 days. It's just way too many resources. So be really careful on your data series on Unarenko bars. You want to go to your data series and just switch it to, instead of days to load, what I do is put it on bars. And I limit it to 1,500 bars. But that was one big move up. Holy moly. Let's see if the scalper Can keep it going. Oh, Marcia, you're doing just incredible. Well, next week will be an interesting week to see what the Feds are going to do. If they do another interest rate cut, we could see some fireworks. If they don't do it, we could see some fireworks. Coming into the Christmas holiday and the New Year. Looks like the market has turned a little bit here. Howard just jumped in short. That's a common question. A lot of people ask me, hey, can we go short? Does the system trade short? Absolutely. You see, you get a short trade in this environment, you get really nervous because we just watched it go up a mile. Sooner or later, it's got to retrace some. Let's see if it's sooner. Here we go. We got our first target. Now, these strategies that we're highlighting, it's important to know that this scalper is a two-contract strategy. We have one contract that goes for a pretty small profit target. I think it's 20 or 30 ticks. And then we're in the trade on a runner with no risk, with a 50-tick trailing stop. So every push down, that stop is going to keep locking in profits. Let's take a look at gold. Got David Wise. I was talking to David yesterday, and he was telling me, listen, when you see the market is like this and you're not, seeing much movement, just don't trade. Don't take any trades. And it reminds me of David Kushner. That's what the Kush says. So if you're trading these automated systems and you don't see a bunch of accounts in the green, don't trade. Just call it a day to let it run in sim and accumulate data. When you see a day like today where your leaderboard is lit up like a Christmas tree, so we are going to have some losing days. It's important to know. Unfortunately, every day won't be like today. Wish it was. A lot of volume in Forex today. this thing could drop like a rock here. Oh, it's resilient. Let me see if I can get some more real estate here. Okay, we're in a one-day pass on the 30 range. Let's check it out. The one-day pass is our prop trading templates, and they're designed to get you across the evaluation in just one trade. This is our one-day pass trade. It's trading 10 contracts and going for 62 ticks. And the one-day pass templates only trade the hour or the half hour or the hour that historically the system performs the best. Right here around 10:30 to 11 is a really sweet spot. So this one jumped in with 10 contracts. If you had an evaluation with one of the prop firms, this is designed to get you across the finish line in just one trade. It's an aggressive strategy. On a day like today, it's a good day to do it, let me tell you. ODP. ODP. Here it is, Ralph. One time on the ODP. I bounce off that 15. Ouch. Didn't hit it. ODP. So that one we lost 690. Didn't go all the way for us. Let's go right back to the scalper. We're right back in there. It's the NQ 8UBC scalper short. I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. Excuse me for just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Gold came right out of the screen. Market got a little choppy now. Here's my open positions. Our 5 minute on this on the 5 minute signal A. I gotta clean these accounts out. Signal A, AI drone. Boy, that was a really nice entry on the E-mini on a signal A. It's looking at a 5 minute data series. The RSI line, relative strength index, came right out above the 20 on a 5 minute, popped us in long. Got a retracement in this uptrending market and popped us in long. There's gold again, Rao. Uh-oh. Here we go. Scalper going for another ride. Let the good times roll. I'm joining the stream from South Florida, just south of Miami, right down by the Florida Keys. And the weather down here today is just absolutely beautiful. Did some fishing over the weekend, and they were biting. Snapper, red snapper, mutton snapper. We went through 5 dozen live baits in 2 hours. We've been air frying fresh snapper fillets for the last 2 days. So our methodology trading the system is a little bit different. I get a lot of people call and ask, well, can I see a 6-month performance or a year performance on this strategy or that strategy? The way we monetize the system is kind of how I was highlighting earlier this morning, is we're running the system overnight and pre-market, and we're getting a leaderboard. This is what we call our leaderboard. When you order the system, we set up everything. Every single one of the bots is set up in its own SIM account. And we get a leaderboard from the system trading overnight and early in the morning. And those are the ones that we key in on for that session. Now, in our meeting this morning, I wanted to mention, Mark took an action. He's going to put together a portfolio of strategies where the profit goal is going to be a very conservative profit goal, maybe $300 to $500, using the top strategies, the top hours of the day, and he's going to put together a portfolio of the 3 or 5 best strategies that will have the best likelihood of kind of setting it and forgetting it. One of the parameters I wanted to show you in the strategies is when we set our daily profit or loss limit. It's important. This is a kind of an important point. In our daily profit limit, if we have let's say a $500 profit limit, and let's make it an equal risk to reward, 500 and 500. We can have it set per account or per strategy. So you can run 3 strategies in the same account that will all respect this daily profit and loss. So he's going to set up a portfolio of the top 3 or 4 or 5 strategies during the certain times of the day that historically they do the best, and have it really go for consistency. Not for the home runs, but we want to be able to hit singles and doubles on a consistent basis. And we're going to put together a separate workspace that has those strategies in place that will all be, you could set them up on all, run them all on the same account and hit your daily profit goal more than you hit your loss limit significantly. Hey, Rolf, my man. Yeah, that's going to be great, Rolf. I tell you, Charles is a great advocate. You know, Charles really has his finger on the pulse of our community. That's one of the advantages of being able to talk to our members. Charles and I have the privilege of doing that. And, your feedback, our members' feedback is really what is the genesis of these ideas. Charles is really a great advocate. Every meeting in the morning, he's always pushing to make things better for our community. So Mark is going to take that as an action. We're going to get that done, and we're going to get it released to our members. Speaking of the islands in the Caribbean, we have a member, Rolf, from Jamaica. My wife is also from the Caribbean. Rolf's a great trader, been with us a long time, bringing his sons, his 2 sons, learning to trade in the financial markets, could be just as valuable, if not more so, than a college education. God bless you and your family. Oh, thank you, Marcy. Look at gold. Gold is going. Again. Here we go. Back long. Let's get through this. Let's get through this resistance on the NASDAQ. Hello. Look who's here. Come over here. Say hello. Say hello. Say hi. That's a good girl. That's my soon-to-be 2-year-old. In March, she'll be 2. She sees my pens and she wants to take notes. That's a good girl. We were just speaking about Rolf's kids. That's the nice thing about this automation, you know? The phone rings, one of the kids jump on your lap. It's okay. Yeah, doctor. It was 5 dozen live bait. And I'm telling you, the minute you threw the thing in the water, they were all over it. It was a bit windy, though, you know, but it was great fishing. Great fishing day. Yeah, Marcy, she's helping me train. Such a good girl, I'll tell you. Took her to the dentist yesterday. I've got one that's difficult and one that's just very easy. I love them both to death. Sergio also has a couple of two sons, little ones. What's the limit on orange? Orange. You red snapper? Thank you, Marcy. Gary, what's an orange? I know I've heard of an orange roughy, but we don't catch those. I'm assuming you're referring to a species of a fish. I mentioned a red snapper. They have a size limit. They have to be 18 inches for a mutton snapper. Mangroves, it's a lot smaller. They could be 12 inches. But they're in season. Snapper, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah. For muttons, I think it was, they have to be 18 inches, and it's 4 or 5 per person on the boat. And you have to have a saltwater fishing license down here in Florida. I think in this previous election, though, it's going to be changing soon. I think they voted to where you're not going to have to pay for the license. I have an app on my phone that I keep. Yeah, they did. They have a season for. I'll tell you, they have a season and a size limit for everything. It seems like everything you catch, you have to throw back. They're really good at it. Like yellowtail snapper, they have to be 12 inches. I'll tell you, we'll catch a dozen of them. They're 11 and a half. And God forbid you keep one that's a little undersized. They'll be waiting for you at the dock. They know what size to put them and how many you're allowed to keep. All right, we're slowly drifting up here on the E-mini and the NASDAQ. We need to break through this area of resistance. I've got 14 minutes to break a world record. I need a couple of monster trades. We're back in the 30 range. No. Yes, we are. We're back in the 30 range. Let's keep an eye on this 5 minute, though. David Wise is going to come on, and I just want to remind you today at 1 o'clock. I'll put that link in one more time. Ooh. Ouch. That one hurt. I think Mark's record is safe. Just barely. Okay, I just put the link one more time in there. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory real quick. Tomorrow's PPI, core PPI, unemployment claims. So another big report at 8:30. This ES30 range and the ES5 minute. Love those early news reports. They start trading right at 8:30 by design. They will be all over those quick moves. Those higher time frames seem to thrive on those news reports. The lower time frames, they'll get fooled. Natural gas is tomorrow. Today might have been the crude report that I missed. Yep, I missed the crude report at 10:30. But David Wise, I was mentioning, I put the link in the room for today's webinar at 1 o'clock. We got a great presentation today on the AI auto. If you'd like to learn more, we're going to do a live question and answer. We're going to do a deep dive into its functionality. And we've got a really nice holiday special offer. It's today at 1 o'clock. I just put the link to register in the chat box. Following me on YouTube is going to be David Wise in about 10 minutes. And man, if you've never seen David, he is just an expert at trading stocks and options. He did his monthly review of November. And let me tell you, he is the real deal Holyfield. He uses the SPY super system. His SPY super system trades are intraday trades, but he also has a few other trades that he takes that are swing trades that are held overnight. And whether he does an intraday trade or a swing trade, his winning rate is right around 85 to 90%, month in and month out. I think in November his P&L was between the SPY super system trades and his regular calls were I think he was at 16,000 if I remember correctly. I just got an alert. He just sent out a buy. He's buying IONQ. He's buying calls. Oh, he actually closed the position. And another E-mini trade drifting slowly to the profit target. Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin broke 100,000, Marcy. You told me. I took your advice and I got some, but I wish I got more. You were right. Come on, let's catch a move down now. We're due for a nice one on the scalper. If I squeeze this chart, you'll see the move up it made. It was just amazing. Hard to see it with all those trades, but it was a huge move up from 830. Well, we got some legs to the downside. Let's go. I'll check it out, Rolf. That's a great idea. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. On our website at rightlinetrading.com, if you go to that options trading room, we have a product. It's the options trading room and the SMS text alerts. We're doing a 2-week free trial. 2 weeks for free. You'll get all of David's trades, have access to his rooms, his tutorial videos. I tell you, we have traders that, watch his SPY Super System trades and take the trades on the E-mini and trade it on futures. The SPY and the E-mini are one and the same, basically. They move exactly alike. So if you have a smaller account and you want to trade futures, David will give you some really nice entries on the SPY that can be taken on the E-mini. I'll check out your email, Rolf, as soon as we're done. We're going to wrap it up at 11. We got about 5 minutes. David's coming behind me on YouTube. And let's just do a quick review. Today was a great day with the CPI report that came out. Good friend of mine, Mordecai. We put his on the Haymaker yesterday. I'm hoping he got some trades. My Haymaker drone is up very small. But we had the Steven drone and the scalper. The scalper at one point was up over $4,000. And then it gave back. Got caught up in that chop in the last 30 or 45 minutes. And gave back 2,000 of it. So it's up about 2,000. Steven was up 2,000. I had those in my trade copier. I was ready to go with either one of those two. They did so well pre-market. Then we had the ABC drone, which is also a NASDAQ that runs on a 30 range. The ES got that full winner, 100 tick trade at that 8:30 entry. Listen, another strategy on the NASDAQ that's been doing very well is this 8U runner. This 8U runner is no joke. Really powerful strategy. The gold nugget, again, gold's had amazing movement. Crude oil did well, has been doing well. The Russell was up there. I was able to get a couple of Apex accounts on for 445, one of them, and 455. I copied that NQ scalper strategy. I closed my position early, only to watch it run up for a 200 tick winner. But I did hit my profit goal. My profit goal is about $400 or $500, and I'm right there. And then we had a couple of other crude oil and NASDAQ strategies in the green. My 5-minute on the ES was still in that trade. It's still up about 500 on that trade on the E-mini. So it was a tremendous day trading. We were due for a good one. Here goes gold again. Gold's coming back down to earth. Nice trade, 2,295. All right, let's close up. Let's wrap up with this gold trade. This will be the last one of the day. Let's see if we can get this one to continue down. So this one is no defined profit target. This one is just a runner. And we've got a trailing stop attached to it. We give it some room. And I hope to see everybody at the 1 o'clock webinar. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Wow. Oh my God, Steven. Yeah, my Steven drone was crushing it too, but wow, 9,900. Holy moly. And Steven is our member who that strategy is actually named after. Congratulations, Steven. Gold is running $10,000. That's amazing, Steven. Congratulations, man. Here's our golden goose. The goose is loose. Robert. Good to see you, Robert. Good morning. That's Robert's 30 range. Listen, we get our best ideas from our members. Thank you, Stephen and Robert. I got to give credit where it's due. Robert was the designer, provided our members with that ES30 range, with that 100 tick profit target. I thought he was nuts. Those, AJ, are in a separate JSON folder in the RLT tool. Go back to your RLT tool, and when you click on Load Strategies, select that ODP JSON folder. You just missed one step. You loaded the full contracts or the micros, then you have to do a second folder for the ODPs. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there, but you do have them. Awesome, Robert. Looking forward to it. Al, God bless you, my friend. It's always great to see you. I hope everybody sticks around. Check out David Wise. Come check it out today at 1 o'clock. I got a great presentation today. 1 o'clock on the AI autos. A great day-to-day trading. I'm going to wrap it up, and David Wise is coming right behind me. You can see our final numbers for this session. Not too shabby. Congratulations, everybody. Hope you had a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.